What up, Blockchain Nation? What up, YouTube? My name is Remy and I'm a certified blockchain developer, and I want to say a big thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button below. Alright, as a follow-up to my previous video where I talked about, what did I talk about again? HyperLedger again versus Ethereum. I highlighted the differences in both. I talk about how to set up HyperLedger Fabric on your local machine, but we're going to start with the prerequisites things you need to do, or things you need to have installed on your laptop before installing HyperLedger Fabric. So if you're ready, say I'm ready, and here we go. So if you don't already have an account with EdeX, EdeX is a resource for learning pretty much anything from data science to computer science to engineering to a whole bunch of stuff. So if you haven't already, pause this video, create and log into EdeX and create an EdeX account. This is I. So I'll just show you the courses that I have enrolled to. So this is the course that we will be going over. Basically, we're not necessarily going over the entire course. So it's a blockchain for business, an introduction to HyperLedger Fabric, HyperLedger technologies, and in this course actually walks through how to install HyperLedger Fabric. So we're going to use this as a guide, right? So you can actually enroll for free. You only need to pay if you want to be verified. As you can see, I have another course here called Blockchain for Business. You can upgrade to be verified, but no, I'm not verified on this. What being verified means is that once you write the final exam after the course, you get one of these cute certificates. Verified Certificate of Achievement, Remy Duffy with the Landers Foundation, Blockchain for Business. Thank you. Anyways, but you don't have to be verified, you have to pay for that, but you can just sign up for the course for free. So here we're going to click on resume course, and we're going to resume course. Voila. So just scroll over to chapter 4. Well, let's just so that we are on the same page. This is the entire course, Discovering Blockchain Technologies, Introduction to HyperLedger, and the rest. So you can go over all the other courses or the course chapters, but for the sake of this video, we're going to go over the technical requirements to have HyperLedger Fabric on your local machine. So this is installation instructions if you're using Linux, if you're using a Mac, or if you're using Windows. I'm going to go with Windows because my Mac is slow and because there's a nice tool that I like to use that I want you guys to see, which is why I'm installing on Windows. So on Windows, first thing we click on is System Requirements, and the System Requirements talks about what I need to have: 2 GB of dual-core processor or better, 2 GB of RAM, 25 GB of free space. So if you have all this, you can proceed. Click on Next. Now this is why I'm using Windows. There's this awesome tool called VirtualBox. Let's open this in a new tab. VirtualBox is a real cool tool where you can download it, as you can see, for Windows, or even actually for Mac if you want, but this is for Windows. And you can have a different OS running on your laptop. So in this case, for this to install HyperLedger, we have to have Ubuntu. And I already have my Ubuntu because I already have this virtual machine, as you can see, installed. I have an Ubuntu OS running, and that's it, right? Let me just show you that. That's this right here, which is so cool. Really cool. So if you haven't done that already, quickly pause this video and then install your VirtualBox. Just go through the very simple, easy to do. Once you have your VirtualBox installed, then you can install Linux. So pause the video real quick and go ahead and install your VirtualBox and also Linux as well, which means that you have to install them. To show you real quick. So you can pause the video here and then you can, where am I? Windows. Install your VirtualBox, create your virtual machine, download and install Linux part 1 all the way up to part 2. So you can do these 3 steps, very easy to do. So pause this video and quickly do this and we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm guessing you've installed your VirtualBox, created your virtual machine, you download and install Linux, which will be all this stuff. Very cool stuff. VirtualBox is, I like it. I think it's really cool. I think it's a cool tool to have. So download and install Linux, and then you'll be here at this terminal. So that I'm assuming that's where you are. So let's go here. So I have the Ubuntu virtual machine running. Okay, so great. So what I'm just going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to open, so that I don't have to navigate between this virtual machine and my laptop. I want to open up the EdeX console here. Something else to do is also click on search. This is taking time. And then type terminal. So click on terminal. There we go. So I have this terminal open, and I also have my browser open as well. So let me just go up to EdeX here and open this up here. And one other thing you need to do is to have a text pad, text editor. Come on, come on. Yeah, text editor. So, yeah, like, so blockchain for business and introduction to HyperLedger technologies. Once again, I resume the course. Let's go back to technical requirements, chapter 4. And these are all the things we're going to do. We're going to install curl, Node.js, Go language, Docker, and we're going to install the VirtualBox. So we're just going to do. So this video is going to be in 2 parts. The first part will be we're just going to go over the first technical requirements to have your HyperLedger fabric installed. Yeah, this is what we're going to go over today. Then subsequent video will create the fabric environment. So installing instruction for Windows. We're just going to go over this. So we've reviewed our system requirements. We've installed VirtualBox, and I hope you've done that by now. Download and install Linux. So the first thing we're going to do is installing curl. This is the first thing that we need to do. So once we're done with this whole exercise for this video, subsequent video will actually bring up the fabric environment on our local machine. Exciting stuff. So type the following command, enter your password. So if you're on your Ubuntu server, all you have to do is to install it. You can type this command, or you want to put it on your text pad. Once it's on your text pad, why do I copy on text pad? Because there's some hidden characters. If you just copy straight and drop it in your terminal, it will give you some crap. So you can just come here and paste this. It's asking for my password, so I put in my password, and there we go. Voila. So where are we? We are home, Remy. So what's the next thing that we do to check if this is installed properly? You run this. So I always like pasting in Notepad before I paste directly, or in this case we can just type it out, which is curl-b. No curl specified. That's strange. We'll install curl. Didn't we just do that? Curl is already the newest version. Okay, that's already installed. I don't know why it's telling me no curl specified. That's curl/v. Okay, v is capitalized. Is that why it's telling me no curl specified? Let's see. Curl/v. There we go. My bad. So curl is installed just because I did not put the uppercase V. That's why it's saying no curl specified. That doesn't even make sense. Anyways, so next thing we need to do, create the Docker group. I've done all this before, but just to help you guys out there, we're going to do this. You copy this, and you go to your terminal, paste this. So group Docker already exists for me because I've already done this, but for you, it will install immediately. So you add Docker username, add your user to the Docker group, which will be this. So you just copy this, excuse me, and then you go here. So my user is Remy. So if I copy this, and I go to my terminal, and I paste, voila, this looks good. So next thing is to verify that Docker runs properly is I run this hello world command. So I go here and I paste this, and when I do that, permission denied while trying to connect to Docker, the C Docker run help, permission denied. Why is they telling me permission denied? Unix permission denied. Who am I? She does hate it when stuff like this happens. So let's see. Override gives us how to install Docker. Let's just come here. Well, it's good sometimes to have these kind of issues. That way, in solving issues, you learn more. Uninstall old versions. Don't install. No, I don't. So let's install the Docker CD. Let's see. Maybe I'll update my Docker. Let's copy this. And then I come here, update. So it's updating. Maybe after you update, it will work properly. So what I just did was I came to this website, back to my Linux, my EdeX page. Docker provides great instructions on how to install. So I just clicked on this and it took me to this page. So I'm updating my Docker installation. Maybe that's why it's not. So it says it's done. But just to be sure, install packages to allow users. Let's also do this as well. So I'm going to copy this. I copy this. I take this here. Just to be sure we're good. So I'm going to copy this. Paste this. There we go. That was horrible. Okay, but it's still installing. Yeah. So that was good. So after that, add Docker's official CPG key. I copy this. Copy this. So I copy this. I was like taking this to here first. This comes here. Then I go here. Then I paste this here. Voila, that says okay. Then lastly, let's just check this out. Verify that you have the right fingerprint. Let's see if this is good. So I copy this and I paste this here. And that looks good. So everything here looks fine. I've done the update, blah blah blah. So let's run this hello world again and see if this works. Fine. So I copy this. Hello world. And voila, bingo, this is cool. Hello from Docker. This shows message installation appears to be working correctly. So we're good. We've installed Docker correctly. So just to go back to your technical requirements, system requirements, install VirtualBox, which we've done. Download and install Linux. Download and installing Linux part 2. We've installed curl. We've installed Docker. Now let's install Docker Compose. So if we go to Docker Compose, let's see what it's saying. You should be able to know. I went too far. Come on. So this is the part where we install Docker Compose. Just a quick one. This entire EdeX course on blockchain, if you have the time, I mean, this is like the genesis, the foundation stuff that you definitely, in my personal opinion, should read through the entire technical course, so that you can have a good background on what all this stuff is about. So if I go back to Windows, installing instructions for Windows, if you open up today, so we've installed Docker, which is this right here, and we've checked and confirmed that our Docker is good, which is this. So if my internet will just be faster, guys, then I can. So after installing Docker, which we've done, we'll do Docker Compose, we'll install Node.js, we'll install Go, and then we'll end this video. So the next video we'll go on to talking about how to actually install. So Docker provides great instructions on how to install it here. Manage Docker, create the Docker group. So we follow these instructions. We've already done all this. We run hello world. This command line test image when the container runs, it prints the informational, which is this. Okay, so I guess we've done this, which is fine. So let's go on next. Yeah, to install Docker Compose, run the following commands in terminal command line. So let's first, we've done this one before. We're going to do this again. So this will allow me. I'm just going to copy all these. Oh, we'll just write it over. Sudo apt update, right? So sudo apt update. That will update. As you can, while that is going on, yeah, we copy this finally. Are we copying this finally? No. So this is installing. Well, this is installing. I thought I'll be able to copy these. This is good. So I'll install. So So the app update, we've done that. Then we'll run this next. Install Docker Compose by coming here. Good. Voila. First app update is done. Install Docker Compose. That's running. Next we'll run this. Let's go here. Do you want to continue? Yes. It's installing. This is exciting. So let's just go back and see what this side is doing. Remember, if you want to open up this terminal, you go here and search for terminal, and you also search for TextPad. So if we come back here, once these two are done, next thing is to install Node.js. So what else I'll do, I'll say here, install Node.js. So this is what we're running now. Install app Docker Compose, which is what we've done. Voila. So we do this. We install Docker version. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So all done. So next is to install Node.js. So Node.js is to install. We have got to run all this. So I'm just going to copy all of these. I'm going to copy, install Node.js. Yes, so I take this, copy this. What did happen? Did anything happen? Let's see. I'm going to command line this. Anyways, so let's see what happens when we install add this. So let's see what happens next. If we take this, so let's see if we have, let's even check if we have Node installed. Node version. So Node is not installed. So let's do sudo apt install Nodejs -legacy. And Node.js is installing. Funny, what am I doing wrong? So install Node.js, sudo bash this and blah 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 blah. How didn't that work? So curl this. Let's do this next. Let's copy this. So it says I want to continue. I say yes. So now it's installing Node.js, which is so cool. So we're installing Node.js. We ran this for some reason. I know I'm doing something wrong. It didn't run. Forgive me. Then we do the curl. Then we do the apt update. Then we apt install Node.js. What I think we're already installing Node.js. But I think those two are fine. Curl. Okay. So we're okay. Good. So that's done. So let's go next. Let's do the apt update. We take this here. And then we install it here. So that's updating. Once that's done, okay, we installed Node.js already, but let's just do this again. Guess I just got a bit ahead of myself. So when we're done installing Node.js and npm, which is this, we'll finish that. Then we have to install Go language. So let me just get all this ready. So this is installing Node.js, which is what we're doing now. I'll just say we are here. So next will be install Go language. Oh, my spelling is blessed. So come here. Yeah, good. So we are here. So the apt update, we've done that. So we're installing Node.js. But if we just installed it, so the apt update, yeah. So now I'm installing Node.js. It's running that. So this is running. So let's see how that's doing. Do I want to continue? Capital Y. So what's next? Next is installing Go. So I'm just going to copy all this to install the Go language. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to my, I'm going to go back here. So this is running. Let's see where we are. That's still setting up Node.js, which is cool. So after that, we'll install the Go language. I hope you're following along. Yeah, installing the Go language. Oh, after installing Go language, ready to dive into HyperLedger. Okay, so this is the last thing we need to do once we install the Go language. So hang in, folks. Good. So we're done. We've installed we're installed Node.js. Now let's install npm. Take this. I'll install npm. Great, that's running. What's it saying? Unable to correct problems of health broken packages, but it's not going to be installed. Node is going to be installed. What did we do? The following packages have unit dependencies. What happened? Building dependency. Some packages will not be installed. Maybe that you have within the repository. You are using unstable distribution. Oh my goodness! Unstable distribution. Well, it seems to have installed though. This is just crazy. No, I know the gurus out there saying, this is why it's not working, you made a mistake, Remy! But I can see Node.js is running and APM isn't running. I can take the time to debug and see exactly what all that crap is, but that will bore you and that will bore me. So what's the point? So let's come here and let's go and see, which is just pretty much the same thing. We have my versions of Node.js. So we have Node.js installed and we have npm installed, which is just so rock solid, even though we have so many error messages, which should not be the case. Anyways, installing Go language. Let's do the app update once again. So the next thing we're doing is to install the Go language, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Hope you're not lost. Hope you can go over this video again. So yeah. So if you come back to EdeX, installing instructions for Windows. Here we are. Install VirtualBox, we've done that. Download and install Linux, we've done that. Download and install Linux Part 2, we've done that. Installing curl, we've done that. Installing Docker, we've done that. Docker Compose, we've done that. Installing Node.js and npm. So finally, we're installing the Go language. So we're going to do the app update. I copy this, I come here, I paste. It's working. It's getting the app updates. It's moving. It's smashing. What does it say? Okay, so it's going. It's fetching stuff. So this is running. So next. So this is what we have to run next, which is this. This installs the Go language. It says no, switch out the black portion of the URL with the correct file name. What's the file name? Oh, let's look at that. Installing the Go language. So you go here, installing the Go language. Yeah. Sudo app update Go Linux. Switch out the top of the correct file name. Visit, make sure. Okay, so we have to get the, make note of this list. We have to get the latest release. I see. So this is cool. So we'll go back here and let's make sure we have the latest release, because I'm sure if we run it like this, this might not be the latest release of Go. So we're just going to run this and see if it is, which I doubt very much. Depends also on when you're doing this. So this seems to be working. Yeah. All right. 1.9 to Linux AMD. So if by the time you're doing this installation, this is not the latest version, then please visit this website. Can we open this in a new tab and see what the latest version is? It's opening to the latest version for future Windows, for Linux, which will be what we are using. 1.2 for Linux AMD 64 tower. Let's see that. We're using no, we're not using the latest version. Oh, so this is what we should be using. Should we copy this? Let's see, copy, and let's put this here. So that means if we want the latest version, you need to copy this. Let's get the most recent one. Yeah, let's do that. So we're downloading the most recent one. So which means sudo tar will be the most recent file name, which will be this. So you want to use the most recent file name, which is this guy, right? As we can see from this website, this is the most recent one. So what we have on EdeX is the old one, and they've asked us to change the file name to the most recent one. Aha! So go here. When this finishes, we just have a few things left, and then we're just a few things left to do. So just to reiterate, what we see here on the Linux side, it says this is the version 1.9.2 Linux. But if we actually go to where it asks us to go to the Go website to see the most recent version of Go, for Linux, which is on Ubuntu is a flavor of Linux, we check the most recent one, which is what we have here, which is what I have today. So I copy this. Who knows when you'll be watching this? So you have to get the most recent version of Go. So that was cool. That's done. So since that's done, we go to this. We tar this. We run this by coming here and doing this. Voila! That is just beautiful the way it's working. It's working! I feel like Dr. Frankenstein. It's working! It's working! Yeah! We will do this. So this is all we have left to do. This is running. Voila! Voila! That is finito. It is finished. Yes. So I come here. I paste this here. That's done. Let's come here. What's this path? Okay, so I go here and export path to my local profile. I do this and I paste this. Beautiful. And I copy this. So this screen continues. I go here and I paste this. That worked fine. Then finally I go and check what version I have of Go. And then I do this. And that's the version of Go that I have. On my person working directly, I'm still in my I'm in home REMI, which is good. I see my Linux files that I downloaded. These are the files I downloaded from my Go. I don't need these anymore, so shall I remove these? I think I will just remove these so that I don't have too much stuff on my... Yes, you can go. What else do I have here? I also want to remove this guy too because I don't want you anymore. I think you have outlived your usefulness. Voila. So that's it. I've checked my Go version. My Go version is good. So let's see what we have next. Ready to dive into HyperLedger. Your Windows system is now ready for the technical chapters. So you can skip the rest of 4 and 5 and go to Introduction to HyperLedger Ihoroha. But no, we're not doing that. So if I go back to the beginning of chapter 4 on EdeX, just to reiterate once again, what we did today was we installed for Windows. What we did was, excuse me, I hope this opens today. Yes, we downloaded and installed Linux, we installed curl, Docker Composer, we installed Node.js, we installed the Go language, and we're ready to dive into HyperLedger framework. If you're using a Mac, you can skip all the VirtualBox. You won't need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just go straight to installing curl. So if you're using a Mac, it's just the rest of the video that will apply to you from installing curl. And if you're on Linux as well, you're installing curl. Go straight to installing curl as well. So that was cool. So that's to show you. Next video, we'll be going straight into where is that? Writing an application. No, where is it that we'll be going straight to installing HyperLedger Fabric. That's what we're doing next week. So introduction to HyperLedger Fabric. So next week we'll be installing HyperLedger Fabric. We'll be going through it. We have done the pre-requisites, which is this part. So we'll go into all this next. So we completed all this already, which is so cool, and I'm so excited about all of this. So we've completed all this, and then next week we will be starting with installing HyperLedger Fabric. This is so exciting, guys, so exciting. I cannot hold my excitement. Awesome. All right, fam, watch this video a couple of times just so that you can get used to what it is I did, and hope it's not confusing in any way. I promise you it's not. Just go through the documentation, and you guys are geniuses. I promise you, if I can figure it out, you guys can figure it out. So till next time, this is Remy saying my wish for you is that you learn how to code, because coding is changing and will change the world, especially this blockchain distributed ledger technology space. And in my personal opinion, those who get involved early will greatly impact the future. And if that's you, then let's go change the world.